feeling today? No, we need a little bit more energy than that. How you guys feeling today? I like it. I'm loving it. I'm feeling it. Alright. Hello, good morning. My name is Jadisa Gaigo. I'm with Make the Road New York youth organizer and a member of the Dignities in Schools campaign. We, the Dignities in Schools campaign, a national coalition of more than 50 organizations representing students, parents, and educators from 17 different states are here today together with the Opportunity to Learn campaign to issue a call for a nationwide moratorium on out-of-school suspension. The initiative, Solutions Not Suspensions, which is a direct result of the work these dedicated students, parents, and educators who will be speaking to you today about what they've been doing in their communities to reform school discipline policies. You will hear what we're calling for, the problems that it will address, and the solutions we know will transform our schools. Beyond the facts and figures, you're going to hear about their struggles and their victories. And I guarantee that you will leave here understanding why it is urgent that we address the issue of high suspension.
So, good morning and welcome to Chuco's Justice Center. So, My name is Chuco and I'm a graduate of Free LA High School, which is a high school that's on campus here at Chuco Justice Center, and I'm also a youth organizer with the Youth Justice Coalition. So the YJC works to end the mass incarceration of youth by challenging race, gender, and class inequality in the Los Angeles County Juvenile and Justice System. So Chuco's is our home. It's a community space as well as a high school, like I've said before, and it was named after Jesse Chuco Becerra, who was one of the original organizers of the YJC who was killed in 2005. So behind us, if you can see, there's a mural. It's a work in progress by Tepa Malinali. It represents the black and brown unity of our community. So this is your space, and the more you use it, the more Chuco is happy. So always remember que abajo y a la izquierda está el corazón. That's where your heart is. So always lead with that.
Good morning. My name is Marlene Tillman. I am a parent and an organizer with the Gwinnett Parent Coalition to dismantle the school-to-prison pipeline, or Gwinnett Stop for short, in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Gwinnett Stop formed in 2007 to lead a parent-driven, community-centered partnership approach to dismantling the school-to-prison pipeline. I am here today as a concerned parent, advocate, and a member of the Dignity in Schools campaign to call on states, districts, schools, and law enforcement to put in place a moratorium to end the practice of out-of-school suspensions. Every year, 3.3 million students in the United States are suspended from school. That breaks out to 1 in 6 black students, 1 in 14 Latino students, and 1 in 10 students with disabilities, which causes them to lose instruction time, fall behind on their studies, and in many cases leads them to drop out or end up in the school-to-prison pipeline. And our Black and Latino students and students with disabilities are disproportionately targeted by suspensions and are also more likely to be punished more severely than white students for the same typical student misbehavior. In Gwinnett County alone, where I live, students lost over 127,000 days of instructional time to school suspensions during the 2010-2011 school year.
My name is Tanisha Denard, and I'm a youth organizer with the Youth Justice Coalition, also a member of the Dignity in Schools campaign Los Angeles. As a young person, I have seen firsthand where harsh school discipline practices led me, out onto the streets and juvenile hall. This is why I've been working with other youth to change the system and make sure that all youth get a quality education, including those youth like me the school system gave up on. Schools Not Suspensions call on states, districts, schools, and law enforcement to put in place a moratorium for no less than 1 year until more effective discipline strategies that eliminate disparities are implemented and documented. To adopt smart, supportive discipline practices such as school-wide positive behavior support, restorative justice practices, and other positive approaches that do not limit student learning time or discriminate based on gender, race, or disability status. To safeguard against an increase in and work to reduce the reliance on other punitive discipline practices, such as expulsion, school-based arrest, or placement in alternative schools. To provide support to teachers, administrators, and other educational staff to address discipline challenges in a way that protects students' human rights to education and dignity. And to engage parents, students, and community members in the development and implementation of more educationally sound and equitable policies and practices. The policies I just spoke about are working every day here at the school we are all standing at. We have graduated 100 young people whose school district and police said were never finished. Now you will hear from Joe Bishop.
My name is Anita Contreras, and I'm here because my son was pushed out of school. My son is 8 years old. He just started the 3rd grade. Early in his education, pre-K, we were already seeing his disabilities, his behavior disabilities. So we got special education service for him. Instead of the school supporting me and giving me other aspects to help him stay in school, they suspended him several accounts. And in his 1st grade, he lost already 3.5 weeks of school. In the 2nd grade, which is the same school that helped me get the special services in plan, the 2nd grade, they improperly hospitalized him, and he missed over 2.5 months of schooling due to that. So I ran into public counseling, and they got me a better school for my son who specialized in behavior issues and the issues that all our communities hold. All of our communities. No one is different. No creed, no color, no kind, no ghetto people, no high class people. All of us have issues. And our kids deserve the education that everybody else deserves. So I'm calling on the Unified School District today and all other districts of the county to help us. We as parents are ready. We are ready for our children to be somebody. With the proper structure, with the proper protocols. You know, we have protocols and we have other things that's helping the issues as well. These schools need to follow that. Don't hospitalize our children. If they have counselors and they have psychologists that and will not hospitalize them, don't override them. Deal with people that know your kids and make sure that we make a change.
My name is Jade Wood. I am a senior at Price High School and a recipient of the Children's Defense Fund's BPI scholarship. As a student, I have seen young people in other schools suspended for talking back or being disrespectful in classrooms where they haven't even been assigned work. Students feel discouraged from learning and excelling in an environment where they see their peers treated unfairly, where the expectations of them are low, and where the environment is chaotic. It is no coincidence that schools with a higher number of suspensions and expulsions also have a lower number of graduates and overall educational achievement. Unfair school discipline practices affect all students, not just those who are suspended. Those daily interactions with teachers and school staff really make a big difference for all students. If those interactions are generally negative, all students are impacted. After learning about the unfair school discipline, unfair practices at some schools, I decided to become an advocate. I joined the Children's Defense Fund's Youth Policy Advisory Committee, and last spring we convened 170 students to learn about the school-to-prison pipeline. I am here today calling for more positive approaches to school discipline that helps all students stay and excel in the classroom.
Hello, my name is Tennessee Morris. I am a parent and an organizer for Citizens for a Better Greenville. I am a member of the Dignity and Students Campaign, and I'm also the president of Juvenile Detention Alternative Initiative in Greenville, Mississippi. As a parent of a child who has been suspended and through the juvenile court and also locked up, I have many times been made to feel powerless and vulnerable about systems which leave no room for our children to make mistakes. Where they are not given the opportunity to take away a positive lesson from their mistakes. Instead, my child has felt singled out and targeted by her school's discipline policies. The state of Mississippi has one of the highest out-of-school suspension rates in the country, which, when matched the low graduation rates and the alarmingly high number of young people who are in the juvenile detention and prison, it becomes clear that our school system is failing our young people. With a moratorium on an out-of-school suspension, our district will have an opportunity to reevaluate its current policies. Our young people will benefit from more classroom time and to feel welcome in their own schools. Our teachers will feel supported and be better prepared to handle complex discipline issues, which are not resolved with zero-tolerance policies that don't address the root causes of classroom and misbehavior. Our communities will be more empowered to take an active role as an equal in forming our public school system.
Good morning!
Good morning!
Hi, my name is Rosalia Brillier. I'm here today representing Kofi and Power Pack, Parents Organized to Win, Educate, and Renew Policy Action Council in Chicago, Illinois. Power Pack parents have been working since 2003 to create a secure and welcoming climate for our schools. Over the years, recommending adjustments to the Student Code of Conduct, we successfully had zero tolerance removed from our code. Recently, a reduction in the number of days that students can be suspended, and security officers mandatorily trained have had to take restorative intervention interaction with student classes.
Yeah. All right.
Today is a special day for me because it's my oldest daughter's first day in college.
All right.
A day that was put in serious jeopardy by a failing school system, where she could not feel safe from bullies and was threatened by the diagnosis of possible lupus and severe arthritis. But one counselor, Ms. Weathers, cared enough to ask the question, why this brilliant girl is failing. She worked with me to get my daughter into an alternative school with a good climate and caring staff. My daughter completed in 1 year what she could not accomplish in 3 years in a disruptive environment. She graduated with honors and was the recipient of one of 4 scholarships issued. But what about the countless other students? It's imperative. We are calling for this moratorium to create pathways to success, not pipelines to prison. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Donna Groman, and I am the supervising judge at Kenyon Juvenile Justice Center here in South Los Angeles. I'm excited to stand here in unity with parents and students of Los Angeles to celebrate the significant steps they are taking to address issues of student discipline. Reforms that have taken place include the LA Unified School District's 2007 passage of a positive behavior intervention support discipline policy. And there have been recent reforms by the Los Angeles City Council, Los Angeles Police Department, and the Los Angeles School Police Department to decriminalize truancy. I encourage everyone, community members, school district leaders, elected officials, law enforcement, and the court to join together. Harsh discipline policies have led us astray, often resulting in more disproportionate punishment for minor behavior. In California, over 40% of suspensions are issued for willful defiance. Too many of the students suspended for minor misbehavior are students of color and students with disabilities. Parents, teachers, and students have worked hard to create a model discipline code for schools that aim to reduce out-of-school suspensions and expulsions through positive school discipline approaches. This is no empty exercise. It's a path forward to keeping more students in school and out of the criminal justice system. As a juvenile court judge, I have seen youth, some as young as 10 years old, come before me for minor altercations in school that are better handled by school officials and social service providers, not police and not courts. The courts provide delayed intervention. It costs local jurisdictions millions of dollars a year. Students and parents who are better served to be at school and work, are at court hearings. And this drastically impacts a young person's life chances by labeling them as a delinquent and exposing them to older, more gang-entrenched and criminally sophisticated youth. I'm here today in support of the growing movement across the country for sensible alternatives to over-reliance on suspensions, expulsions, and school-based arrests.